Living with a serious illness, whether as a patient or a caregiver, is one of the biggest challenges anyone could face. That is why the North Carolina Serious Illness Coalition is engaging with a broad range of stakeholders, including providers, consumers, policy advocates, and others, to accelerate solutions needed to achieve the highest quality of serious illness care in our state. The North Carolina Serious Illness Coalition is the evolution of the work done in 2019 and 2020 by the North Carolina Institute of Medicine's Task Force on Serious Illness Care. Since its inception 2 years ago, the North Carolina Serious Illness Coalition has developed statewide partnerships to advance the priorities identified in the task force's final report. The coalition has already made great progress by raising awareness, educating policymakers and the public, and identifying common goals that will do the most to improve care.
We have had a great run because there's so many great people that have been involved in it. 4 working groups: advanced care planning, clinical practice, caregiving, and patient engagement, and communications, advocacy, and education.
In our work at the General Assembly, collecting information and listening to everyone who wants to influence us is like drinking from a fire hose every day. That's why I appreciate so much the work and the approach, the Serious Illness Coalition, because these 130 organizations have come together. They're of one mind, they're of one spirit, and they come to us with recommendations that have been fully vetted, that are very thoughtful, and they speak for the whole. As a legislator, I appreciate that very much. It gets more of my attention, more of my time, and it has a huge impact downtown at the General Assembly when groups do what you're doing so well. So thank you for the work that you do. Thank you for the consensus building that you are a part of. And I look forward to our continued work together.
For example, each week, the coalition hosts a question and answer session with people and policymakers who are working for needed changes in this area. During these sessions, coalition leaders explore the backgrounds of individuals committed to serious illness care improvement in order to personalize the issue through the stories of the leaders. The coalition also holds regular educational forums to share best practices, data, and local, state, and national resources. The coalition also disseminates insights from industry and thought leaders in areas such as healthcare news, trends, and innovations.
For me in particular, as an executive board member, the coalition's attention to health equity, diverse populations, and the inclusion of culturally relevant recommendations through shared ideas and insights make the work that we do critically important to North and South Carolinians living with serious illness.
In many ways, the pandemic has accelerated the work of the coalition. In 2021, the coalition made great strides by helping individuals determine what kind of care they wanted if they became seriously ill. The coalition worked with the state legislature and regulators to ease restrictions when it comes to filing advance directives and is currently working to make these changes permanent. Advanced care planning is about helping ensure that your wishes and choices are consistent with the treatment you receive if you were unable to speak for yourself. The coalition gathered experts from across the state to answer many of your most important questions with direct, simple answers so you can own your health and plan for care in advance. The work of the coalition is both timely and relevant as the state's population ages and the needs of individuals across the lifespan continue to grow. Looking ahead, there is much more to accomplish in the 13 priorities included in the final task force report. These priorities include reducing healthcare disparities, easing administrative burdens, developing new payment models to support palliative care, supporting caregivers who are supporting patients in their homes and communities, and expanding innovative care delivery models such as telehealth. The coalition welcomes anyone who has a willingness to and a passion to improve the quality of life for serious illness patients and their caregivers. Please consider joining our team. At this time, there are no fees associated with membership, so we hope that you will take a few moments to learn about the North Carolina Serious Illness Coalition and to get involved in one of the 4 work groups. Together, we are creating a culture of care that prioritizes person-centered quality of life, access, and equity across the age spectrum for anyone with serious illness, their families, and their communities.